Hi there, welcome to another episode of Get Gardening. In today's episode, I'm going to be planting crocuses. Before I did that, I wanted to show you some of my autumn crocuses that are currently blooming right now. This is a saffron crocus. It has actually been open for a few days, and I have heard that this red piece is what makes the spice saffron, but you have to collect thousands of them. This one is the only one that's open in my garden at the moment, but there's a couple others that are getting ready to bloom, and there's one over there. So having autumn crocuses is a wonderful way to have some late flowers. It's December now, and the fact that I have some flowers in my garden is something that makes me really happy because I know the days of this are limited. So I'm gonna go ahead, and since I'm running out of opportunity to plant crocuses, I'm going to go ahead and do that today. One of the things that I love about crocuses is that you can order them online and get a relatively large bag like this for not very much money. This bag has 100 crocuses in it, and I spent maybe around $5, maybe a little bit more than $5. And something that I love about crocuses is that they are wonderfully fine if you procrastinate like I do and you wait all the way till December to plant them. As long as the ground is not frozen or you're not too frozen enough to go out there and garden, you can plant crocuses. They're super easy to plant, and they're so joyful to watch in spring when they emerge, and they're one of the first things that bloom in the garden. So I'll go ahead and show you how I plant a group of them real fast. They don't need to be planted too deep. That's one of the things that's really good. I tend to plant them individually, even though you can plant them in mass. I tend to just throw a clump of them and plant them where they land. However, if I wanted to plant just a large clump, it's really easy to just dig away a section of the topsoil, make a little divot like this, and throw them in. They don't need to go too far down. You could plant the pointy end up, that's always recommended, but if you plant them on their side, they will correct themselves. These bulbs have wonderful things called retractable roots, and they will go ahead and move themselves in the soil to the depth that they like best. Hardest thing to do with crocuses is remember where you plant them. So I've got a bunch of crocuses in this bed here, and I sometimes will dig them up, and usually the bulbs are fine and you just go ahead and throw them back in the ground. So I have a ton of crocuses that I'm going to be planting today. One thing that I do is I empty all the different varieties that I have and I put them in one bucket and mix them around a little bit, so that way when I plant them they are mixed up in my garden. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy planting my crocuses, and you probably still have time. If you want to go to the garden store, they might still have some of these, and it's not too late to plant them. So I hope you're able to at least get outside and do some more gardening. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and get out there and get gardening.